What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Always a pleasure to be rocking and rolling with the best family on the tube. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and joining the family. Would love to have you. And give me that thumbs up. Apparently it helps with the YouTube algo. Now, with that being said, we got a lot to do. We got to move the fleet of vehicles from the current location to another location. And that's going to be a huge undertaking because, well, it's a big distance and I've got quite a few vehicles at the moment. So some of my vehicles are going to be one place, some will be another place. Some, it's just a big thing. So it has to be done. So let's go ahead and roll it. All right, guys. So Black Beauty's on the back. I've strapped it down with these straps that they supplied with the trailer company, and man, I don't feel really comfortable about them. They're not really getting as tight as I would like them to get. I mean, they're pretty tight. Damn, another scratch. They're pretty tight, but I think they need to be doubled up. I'm really paranoid about these straps. I mean, they might be okay, but I just felt like I couldn't get them as tight as I would have liked to have them for some reason. I don't know. So I'm gonna get some more from Bunnings right over there. And vehicle number 3, all strapped up, ready to go. Van Diesel, Van Normus, let's get it. Camber on that 180SX is insane. I love it. That's a nice stance. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that fitment. Come on, let's go. Then there's that Sylvia behind it looking nice and sexy as well. Hell yeah. And then behind that 350Z action. Hell yeah. If we wait here long enough, they might freaking leave and we can hear their engines, see what they got under the hood. Well, it was a long day and I was ready for dinner, and well, dinner's canceled. I've tried to fix it and I can't. And it's probably not safe to play around with this too much because you don't want the fumes leaking, the gas leaking out, and it could be very dangerous. So until I can buy a new one, yeah, guess I'm not eating. Finally, the moment of truth. I know all of you guys have been waiting for us to finally be diving into Black Beauty, aka my 97 E36 328i convertible, and we're finally getting that overheating issue, with the viscous fan and all that. That's finally being fixed, which I'm super excited about. And so that's going to be fixed, and we're also addressing the fuel leak. Chris is back again, guys. If you don't know, Chris is my mechanic, and he has discovered what we all kind of probably thought, that hopefully it was just a hose type issue or something like that. He's going to change the clamp on the end of the hose, and hopefully that's going to stop the leakage. He did say it looks like the oil filter looks like it's kind of been pushed up in the body or something like that. He was wondering if maybe it hit something. And I was.
It looks like just a plastic. So it looks like that. Yeah, it's not a plastic guard underneath. Filter, but it's just a bit of the plastic. That's all. Nothing. The filter's fine actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it's just the guard part for it.
It's not the plastic that covers the filter.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Just had a little scratch on the speaker.
Yeah. So you guys heard that. I was thinking, I told Chris it might be when it was on the car trailer, and maybe when the car was coming off of it or something, maybe some shenanigans happened, I don't know. Or it could have been freaking something on the road. When you're driving on the highway.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Yeah. Alright guys, so Chris has the verdict. So he did manage to fix it with the clip. The clip did stop it from leaking, but he's like, look, it's just this little small hose, and it is very worn. It has a bunch of those old cracks on it. You know how old hoses get after a while. And since it's just a small hose, he's already down there, he's already underneath it. It's like, for peace of mind, we might as well just freaking take it off and put a new one on. So that's what he's doing now. So good news though, we've isolated the issue for the fuel leak, and that is freaking awesome. That is just a little small hose issue and not a freaking gas tank or something bigger. So guys, that's the hose right there.
You see all the cracks.
See all the cracks on it?
So yeah, I'll just look at the statement and you can see all the cracks there. And
yep.
It's
cool.
There's no point.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Especially for a hose that size. Jeez. Good point. Hey Chris, so say that again about hoses.
Yeah, so there is obviously fuel hoses
specific
for fuel pressure and for petrol.
Yeah.
It's a lot stronger to cope with the fuel.
Yeah.
But some people just get a hose, coolant hose,
yeah,
and they put them on fuel lines. See that all the time, and they just crack. And
yeah.
That is fuel hose, there's fuel on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite often people will just get a hose and think it does everything, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
So
you got to have the right hose for the right job.
Yeah.
There you guys go. There's a little hose tip for you. All hoses don't do the job for everything. You got to think about what you're doing and what you're using the hose for. Just like in real life.
Yeah. Make sure you get the right hose.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Car heater hose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so when you do that and squeeze them, that's fuel hose.
Yep.
How much harder. Yeah.
Oh, you can tell, yeah.
Heater hose. A lot softer.
Yeah, a lot more softer, yeah.
So what happens is that hose will do the job, like it will last a couple of years or whatever,
yeah,
but it'll start cracking.
Yeah.
And you don't want to risk it on fuel lines.
No, exactly.
So, yeah.
There you go. And that's a very good tip. So guys, Chris is just saying there that you also have to make sure you're using a quality, proper, good tip. Because if you don't use a good tip, then it could just wear loose and you could have another leak. Don't skimp out. That's basically what you're saying.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
You might get by for a freaking year, but eventually you'll have to replace it and you'll be like, why didn't I just do it right the first time around? I've had that happen. Because the best friend I've ever known is called duct tape and zip tie.
Oh yeah.
They'll fix anything, the two of them. You wrap the duct tape around the hose and the clamp, then you put the zip ties around it. It's fixed. Yeah. Well, if you could carry only 4 things in your car, for an emergency and you're only allowed to carry 4 things, I would say duct tape, zip ties, I would say vice grips, and one those screwdrivers that has a plus and a minus on it. That would be the 4 things I would say.
Alright, do you want to
Yep.
give that a go then?
All right. Let's see how she sews. All right, here we go. I think she doesn't like the angle. It's pretty low on fuel. Would that be why it's doing that?
Yeah, just let the fuel line off, so it's got a bit of air, yeah?
Oh, okay. Yeah. She good? Awesome. Yep. Cool bananas.
Yeah, so just take.
Now viscous time, huh?
Yeah, so we'll just take all this off, and then we'll yeah.
Do you need to take the bumper off?
No, it should just be that.
Because I've seen people take the whole front off to do stuff like that.
No, it should be. I just take the.
They're amateurs, huh?
Depends what they're doing. Yeah, I mean sometimes like it's easier to take more things off than less. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
It won't be the belt.
Yeah. So show that belt again. So guys, check this out. This is why you got to check your belts really, because they crack after a while, and you don't want it to snap on you on the highway. I freaking had the first thing I did when I got my other convertible 328i was an auto one that I had earlier this year.
Yeah.
The first thing I did was change the belt on it. That was my biggest worry. I was like concerned that it was going to go because it was all frayed.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of the things that a lot of people forget to replace until it's too late. You're supposed to change them every 100K anyways, aren't you?
Oh, it all varies. It all depends on what makes the plastic colour.
Yeah. Oh, no way.
Yeah, so you've got a crap idea. So these guys have really got a lot to
So it's the pulley that's making it ready.
No, I was saying plastic. Getting this off is quite difficult now. So they're changing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The viscous fan you're talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
Normally you can just clamp on these and then undo that nut.
Really?
So plastic you can't really.
Stupid BMW for using so much plastic now, huh?
Yeah.
Hi. You thought I loved BMW?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of getting rid of it now. You mean out of European cars?
Yeah.
Because worldwide, you'd have to go to Japanese cars. Yeah.
You're not really going to beat the whole Honda and the China and reliability.
Yeah, exactly.
But obviously, things are not nice to drive, right?
Exactly.
That's more desirable.
Yeah. Well, at least this isn't an Audi. Audi's even worse, ain't it?
Not necessarily.
Really?
Yeah, well, they're part of Volkswagen Group, so yeah, not necessarily.
Oh no, this guy on YouTube has a broken Lamborghini every week.
Yeah?
Yeah. Murcielago.
Oh, yeah. Too much money now.
Yeah. But I guess was the Murcielago pre-Audi owning them? Might have been.
Yeah, again, you get the Lambo, and that's all like Volkswagen switchgear.
Yeah, it's funny.
Bentley's the same.
Well, you know, they got the same engine. The Audi R8 has the same engine as the Lamborghini freaking Huracan. That's crazy.
They'll kind of share this block down anyway, don't they?
Yeah. Well, wherever you can save money, right? You make everything in bulk. And so guys, so Chris has just had a look underneath there, and usually when you're doing the viscous fan, it's recommended by the manufacturers that you also change the fuel pump.
Water pump.
The water pump, I mean. Sorry, I don't know why I said fuel pump. The water pump. And if you know anything about E36s, the water pump and the radiator, like the whole cooling system basically is very questionable, let's just say, due to the plastic parts used. So Chris is going to have a look anyways now and see, check on the condition of the water pump and see if she's good or if she needs some replacing. Yeah.
What's that radiator up?
What'd you say?
I've got to take the radiator out to get the
The
yeah, because it doesn't come off as part of the.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Okay, no dramas.
So basically, they didn't make it as easy as some other cars.
Yeah, well, some of the, like I say, normally the 4 cylinders.
Yeah.
Because you've got much more room.
Much more space, yeah.
Missed it 2 cylinders, didn't they? So,
Yeah.
like the 318, 316 and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally
The 318s, I hate that engine more than anything in these. Yeah, because I had a 318IS coupe, and the engine, I had to replace it 3 times.
Oh, sure.
Yep, 3 times. Like, couldn't be fixed. I literally had to replace the whole engine. Well, he said it was cheaper to replace the whole engine.
Oh, no,
It was a European car specialist too.
oh, okay.
This is down when I was living in Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah. I missed that coupe. That coupe I did everything to that thing possible. It had every mod you could think of done to it. Even the upholstery I had custom upholstery and pillars and everything, the panels, everything. I had a BMW engraved in the embroidered in the side panels and in the seats, and like it was over the top, dude. It was freaking orange and white leather.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I had that was when I was really into the whole Fast and Furious looking cars, so I had tearaway graphics across the whole car, and super crazy camber with the rear.
Yeah.
Wheels tucked in nice. You know how they could tuck really nice in these?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that nice super tuck happening, crazy camber action, and everything was done. Like everything. I changed. There was no detail left unturned. And that car, I love that car, right? Because I obviously had done so much to it, so you couldn't help but love it. It was on the back of a tow truck, and I was moving the car from my friend's house. Because I had my friend's house, I had my car there at my friend's house for a while. And the tow truck dude forgot to put his emergency brake up properly, and it was parked on a slope, and the tow truck rolled into the garage of the house, of my friend's house.
Yeah.
And my whole top of my car got smashed in. It was written off. So imagine a car that you've put all this love and stuff into.
Yeah.
Be written off. Not even, you didn't even get to enjoy riding it off yourself. It was on a tow truck. And what makes it so bad is I didn't even have time to react and get the footage of it. So I couldn't even get like views on YouTube for it, man. It was so ridiculous, dude. Yeah.
You come around here,
Yeah.
you see this plastic's broken on that housing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gone again brittle, isn't it? So as soon as we pulled that pipe off, just snapped the plastic off.
Wow.
So again, that's something asking to go wrong, isn't it? If that was metal,
Yeah.
there'd be no dramas.
Yeah.
They carried them. So
Is that to the water pump?
No, this is to the thermostat.
Oh, to the thermostat.
So yeah,
Oh,
I think it
geez.
comes with the thermostat as well. I think
Right.
you said. Yeah. So
Wow.
again, it's just a typical kind of
Yeah.
BMW.
So that happened when you took the thing off.
Yeah. Took the hose off.
Yeah.
That's
Freaking
like,
plastic parts, man. They'll do you in every time.
That's the problem, you know what I mean?
It's stupid.
So it's on cooling systems is the problem. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
Things you can get away with, like your sides of your radiator being plastic, but this kind of stuff you just can't, like housings and
Yeah.
bits that got all curves and all kind of.
It's ridiculous.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So where's that other coolant hose? Yeah. So see all that in there.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. Oh.
Needs a flush.
I wouldn't be surprised if this thing overheated seriously at some stage in its lifespan.
That's just again. That might just be again the coolant has been changed for a long time.
Yeah.
It's like just build up of.
Yeah.
Because again, coolant, you know, again, it doesn't really dramatically affect the cooling. It's
Yeah.
more to do with antifreeze in cold climates.
Yeah.
And stops rust.
Yeah, exactly.
Rust inhibitor. So he can get me that.
Yep.
And that. But that won't be till tomorrow morning now, unfortunately.
All
That's
right.
from Noosa.
Yeah.
So the run's just left 10 minutes ago.
Right.
It's typical.
What if I drove to Noosa? I could drive to Noosa. I mean, you've got you got still like a lot to do. By the time I got there and back,
Yeah.
I don't mind driving to Noosa.
Yeah. Let me just ring him back.
Yeah. Also, did you find out about the belts?
And the 2 belts as well, so
Yeah.
you can get them for this afternoon as well.
Okay.
The 2 belts.
Now I'll drive to Noosa, bro. All right, guys. So, as you just heard, we've got a situation. There's a couple things that need to be replaced, and the parts aren't local, so I'm gonna have to drive up to Noosa. I mean, it's kind of local, but it's like literally going to be like an hour drive there and probably an hour drive back roughly to Noosa to grab the parts that we need. So I'm heading out there to pick up those parts, and while I'm doing that, that gives Chris time to still take everything off and do what he needs to do. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, guys, so I just got back from driving up to Noosa to get the new water pump and the new serentine belts, the AC belt, the new plastic fixture that also is part of the cooling system that broke off. And I got back and Chris gave me some bad news that the supplier gave him the wrong part. It looks like the one that he got is bigger and not the right size as the one that actually fits the car. So basically we're screwed.
No, we definitely get one, but definitely screwed
So guys, unfortunately, the thermostat pump part thing, that piping thing that we got is the wrong one. The parts store gave us the wrong one of those, so two different parts store gave us two different wrong parts. unfortunately. So we've got to wait now for the right parts to come. So now this car is dismantled and undrivable at all right now. It won't even, and we gotta just wait until the parts come. That's the short of it. So as it is what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah, let me check the belts.
Yeah, you should check those too. Yeah, exactly.
It's just worth changing as well as water.
Yeah.
You know that the thermostat, water pump, viscous fan, they're all good now. You know?
Yeah.
They will be all nice.
Yeah.
Good. So yeah, you have no.
Well, we had to change it because of the crack there, anyways.
Yeah, but what I mean is that obviously the thermostat comes as part of the house.
Oh, right. It's part of the house.
You know what? It wasn't the end of the world, was it? It wasn't as if it was like a big part that doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
That is getting a brand new thermostat.
Yeah.
Getting same with the water pump. Might change it.
Yeah.
Right, so there's your keys. So I'll take them.
Yeah.
I'll take. You know what? I'll take this as well.
Yeah.
Just make sure. I didn't take that. I'll take the damn Repco and shove that up there.
Well, guys, didn't turn out how we thought it was going to turn out today. I thought we would be driving into the sunset, being able to enjoy Black Beauty for the very first time properly. We haven't been able to enjoy it since getting it due to the overheating issues, and now find out there's more parts that need to be changed. Overall, it's not just only the viscous fan, which that company sent the wrong one, so we got to get a new one sent up from it's coming from Melbourne or Sydney, so that's going to be at least a couple days before it arrives. And then we've got to get the thermostat with the pipe housing on it. They gave us the wrong one at a different store, so that's being sent up from Sydney, so that's going to be a day or two. And then we've got to replace the Serentine belt. We have to replace the other AC belt as well. And we still have to do the viscous fan. So we're replacing 5 things now. It started out thinking it was only going to be just a viscous fan that needed to be replaced, and turns out in reality it's 5 things that are going to be replaced. The Serentine belt and the AC belt is just really worn. If you guys saw in the video clip earlier, it was about to snap any moment. It could have snapped, so you don't want to get stuck on the side of the highway. So while all that stuff is off, it's a good idea to change it now rather than wait till after I'm stuck on the side of the road somewhere. With the heating system, the cooling system, you never know exactly what's going on until you get into it. And unfortunately, these things happen. It is what it is. So anyways, guys, I'm going to end this one here. I was going to be ending it with a nice cruise in Black Beauty, and that doesn't seem to be happening now. Obviously, it's not drivable now. It's in pieces. The whole cooling system's removed. So yeah. So anyways, I think the radiator is okay at least, so there's a positive. But all right, guys, I'm going to go now. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, remember to turn to the fullest and keep it off tap out.